Just casually trotting on in. Today's gonna be pretty chill, I think. My voice is shot. I got a story about my computer. I can't wait to tell that. Yeah, I didn't make any announcements on socials this time around, so we'll just see what happens. I don't expect a big crowd today because this game isn't really super popular, and most of the people who are interested in Legend of Khiimori are winding down a little bit after the Kickstarter's ended, so we're just gonna vibe. 80 seconds. I love this theme song so much more than the original. It's so catchy. And here's the original. Hello, everybody. Hi, friends. Okay, let's catch up on chat. Maya was indeed first. I don't think anybody's surprised by that. Maya, welcome in. Loose trotting on in. I hope you're having a great Easter. I don't celebrate, but I'm happy to have a day off on Monday. I'll tell you that. I'm all for that. Vibing is still good. Vibes is goods. Just like shrimps is bugs. I live for the vibes. Me too, Maya. Spring, welcome on in. Hello, 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 hello. Elder Blue, welcome back. D Bush, welcome back. Senior Manor, welcome back on in. Hi, Ali. Hope everyone is having a great day. It's the start of my 4-day weekend. That's crazy. Does that mean you have Tuesday off, or was today the beginning of that? What are your 4 days? I mean, Monday makes sense. You had today off. Nice. Nice. It's nice to have a Friday off. So my computer imploded. I actually didn't know if I was going to be able to stream today, but we got it figured out, because I guess I had the forthright to save all of my OBS settings. I just had to find all the different assets for it to actually load, like everything that you're seeing here. We have the overlay, we have the browser for the chat, we have the cover that hides the game, we have the game itself, we have all the different stuff. I don't even know. So I built this computer, I don't even know if it's been a year. Maybe it's been a year, maybe about a year ago now, less than, probably like 9 months. And one morning it just wouldn't turn on. It turned on, but it would blue screen right away. And it was something to do with like the driver verifier that Windows has that I never turned on. And even if I turned it off, it still would crash trying to verify drivers, which didn't change since the last time I turned the PC on. So nothing made any sense. And I was like, okay, maybe I can repair it if I use a Windows installation flash drive. And then I would get to the screen where it's like, okay, like which Windows do you want to repair? And there was no Windows to repair. It just couldn't find that drive anywhere. And I was like, okay, I've been having some weird issues with some of my games anyway. Maybe it's just time for a fresh start. So I was able to transfer everything that I wanted to back up since my last backup happened, using MS-DOS, using command prompt, moved everything that I wanted to move. And then I found the drivers so that it located the drives again, and I just wiped everything and started fresh. So yeah, made it with the nick of time. I think like 1 a.m. this morning, I confirmed that my Stream Deck and my OBS were good to go. And yeah, so we got it figured out. So here we are. And now she's purring like a kitten. Never had a cleaner install. So yeah. It's good to do anyway, at least once a year, if not twice a year, to reformat your computer. Do constant backups, chat. This is your sign. Back up all your stuff, because you never know what could happen. Never, never, never. But we're here. I don't know how, I haven't played any games, so we're gonna see if this actually plays well. Let me go into the settings real quick and just double check. We're gonna do borderless full screen. Resolution scaling, don't need that, don't need that. Resolution scaling, I don't need any resolution scaling. Gimme. Ultra, that's all good. Ambient inclusion is on. Sound, yeah. Inverted, no. Rotate map, yes. Yeah, everything else seems to be the same. Never remembered my save file. I'm still on beginner. think we're good. I think we're good, chat. That's for sure. I love my external drives. Yeah, I have so many. I'm an archivist. So like I just download stuff that I don't ever want to lose because the internet is disappearing. Despite what people have said that, you know, the internet is forever. Once it's on there, you can never get rid of it because it spreads like wildfire, and you know, you get rid of it here, but it might be on a private server here. Despite that fear, like, is just disappearing from the internet entirely. Entire websites are going down. Like Vimeo is at risk, and there's tons of like episodes and webisodes of things that have been put on there, exclusive content that is just going to disappear. Warner Brothers is like deleting entire swaths of animated shows, including every advertisement that they ever did for that show. So like there's no sign on the internet that that show ever existed except for Wikipedia. Like there's some really weird stuff going on. So I have like a bunch of really chunky, I think I have a 17 terabyte hard drive and a 14 terabyte hard drive that I just fill with stuff like Charlie the Unicorn, all the old stuff from Newgrounds. Oh my god. Here is the Earth, round. Dang, that is a sweet Earth, one might say. All right, let's go back into it. Wait. Oh, it didn't save. It didn't. Okay, so my save is not on the cloud. All right, so we're gonna have to zoom through, chat.
Some people are born with a special gift. They can understand the language of the horses. The Mongols called such a person,
just like the last stream.
Norsach,
that was also a fresh
the
start.
sleeper. They sense what the horses.
We are going to zoom through, chat. Yeah, hold on. I want to make sure it loaded. I want to make sure it didn't crash before I actually got into the game. You'll have to let me know how chat, how the sound is.
Nice to check that.
All right.
Let's zoom. Let's zoom.
When you shift your weight, don't overdo.
Sorry, Hair Khan, but we got stuff to do. Oh no. Can't skip. Can I skip? Back to Kaltenbach? Can I skip the tutorials? Can I just go back to the farm and go, I'm good? No, I can't. It's a mission. No. No. We thought we were slick, chat. We thought we were
when
slick.
You shift, don't overdo it.
Damn. All right, now we know. All right, devs, if you're watching, we need skippable tutorials in Khiimori. That's got to be a priority. Not a priority, but it's got to happen for sure. It probably will be less of an issue anyway, like starting a new save because like the cloud save got messed up or something. Because cloud saves nowadays are very fluid on Steam. Wow, that was so hard. Whew. That was close, chat. That was close.
You did well.
You did well. The overlapping. We zoom. We zoom. Oh, I tried to do it without turning the camera. Didn't work. Oh, it's not letting me lock the camera. Just gonna keep jumping. One more tutorial left, I think.
Do another.
Oh. Oh, actually, I think there's one more. Ah! I think you can do it. I think I can do it too. I've only played this tutorial like 80 times. Yeah, there's the last one. Yeah. 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 Okay, I think that's it. I can start doing missions. I'll have to have a tutorial for taking care of Windstorm 2 though. Oh, there's one more.
almost ready to discover the area.
Oh my god, it never ends! I forgot there was this one. There we go. Now I can lock the camera. Wow, that was so close, chat. Wow, I didn't think I could do it.
Where you can collect items.
Oh yeah, I gotta collect the carving. That's the last one. Gee, I wonder where it is.
It must be really close.
I love that pickup noise. Wonk.
Fine. Right back to the...
Okay, never mind. I have no idea. I just did this a week ago.
Keep it up.
You have tutorial amnesia. Yes. Yes, I do. I'm old. What do you want from me? Oh, it didn't count. That was my chance to refill the gauge. I choked. I think we're gonna do the same build path this time. We're gonna go for, I think it was stamina first, and then stamina drain, and then speed.
You two are sure.
I think that's what I did last time.
Windstorm's condition. Windstorm. Move the brush. Use the rotate the camera.
Clean butt. Shiny. A shiny hiney. You made a Twitch just to watch me? Well, welcome on in. We're honored to have you along for the ride. You're not missing much. I'm going over the tutorial again that I just did last week because I had to reformat my computer and I didn't realize that the save didn't carry over. But luckily we weren't that far. This actually just happened when this game came out, when this edition, the remastered version came out, because I had been playing the original for like weeks. Every single week, like that's what I was playing. And then the remastered edition came out, which is basically a whole brand new game because it's a different library entry on Steam and everything. And so the save obviously didn't carry over because there's all new things to do in the game that weren't there before. Shiny hiney. So I have restarted this game easily, like probably like 42 times, over 40 times for sure. Oh my god, you're so pretty.
You should go for a ride with Windstorm.
Let's go for a ride with Windstorm. Is it Breezy Beebs? Breezy Bees? Breezy Bees? Like Bree, but then like Easy Bees. Not realistic. Windstorm didn't make horse apples. Didn't make horse apples while you were grooming them. So funny story, you can actually throw apples for him to collect when you're like playing. That's one of the options for care.
Awesome.
Different kind of apples, obviously. All right, we're gonna zoom. We're zooming through this. We're gonna zoom as quickly as we can to get to where we left off because we were like 2 hours in. But no, it was like a 2.5 hour stream. Oh yeah, no, it was probably like 45 minutes of talking, something like that. Oh, precepts. Okay. I'm like Breezy Bees. That kind of makes sense, right? It did not make sense, chat. Oh my god, I run out of stamina so quick. That's brutal. This is going to be so brutal for the first couple levels. I think we were like level 3 or 4. Oh my god, it takes so long to get the stamina back. Oh, we're just chilling. Nah, Breezy Bees works. You are not Breezy Bees. Very little in the world makes sense anymore. It's why we turn to games. It's true. It's true. It's true. Yeah, I've always loved the storytelling that games offer. Even when there's no explicit narrative. I mean, Tetris. Tetris has lore, really. Did you know, chat, that the blocks inside Tetris are tetranominos? That is the full name. Almost there. 2 left. 2 left. Eins mehr. Learn something new every day. That's the purpose of life right there.
You're already back? Obviously, you still find your way around.
You're
here.
already back? You mean back again for the 42nd time, Haircon? Hmm?
Hello, Mika.
Hi!
As Mark soon.
Ben and Benny's. Balloon Rundfaring. I don't remember. What are we doing here?
We have to find all of them.
What? Oh, Sims Tractor. That's right. I was like, what are we doing? I blew through the dialogue so quick. Oh, stuck. I'm stuck on nothing. Wait. I went the opposite way. I don't remember where it is from here. I always come from the other side. Oh no! Here we go. Okay.
That was a close call.
That was a close call. Thanks, Tinka. Always looking out for us.
Windstorm has 4 attributes. Increase the amount to spend if we are not. Don't worry, there is no.
Good lord, Mika, please. I think it was resilience that I was doing. Yeah, it was the bottom one. So I'm gonna do resilience, then stamina, then speed. Agility will be last.
The track leads from the past.
The track leads. Goodbye, Sam. You slacker.
In ghost races, we see our own ghost racing against us.
Do we? Now, of course, the method is to only slightly beat it so that I can come back for more experience, potentially, maybe, hopefully. I don't know if redoing the race actually gives you more experience. I don't know for sure. Oh my god, I run out of stamina so fast. It's actually wild. Cloppity, 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 cloppity. Cloppity, 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 cloppity. Oh, I saw the conversation today. Everyone's asking about surveys. Did I miss a survey? Has a new survey come out? All that stuff. The survey, the next survey at least, is probably going to come in like a week and a half. It won't be next week because of the holidays, I think. There's still a lot on our plates. But it'll probably be early the week after that or very late next week. Maybe even the weekend. Unlikely the weekend, but that's what you guys can expect. We're trying to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing for the Discord names because we're talking like 8,889 people. And assuming, I don't know, 6,000 of those are active Discord users. That's a lot of names to give roles to. So it's going to take... Should I slow down? Should I wait for the ghost? That's close enough.
Not bad at all. The two of you become even
it's gonna be a huge amount of effort to get everybody everybody rolled up, basically. So we're looking into a way where there'll be a bot where people can submit their email, and it has to be the same email that Kickstarter used. So then it'll automatically assign you the role. So it'll be up to you guys to assign yourselves the necessary role. So we're looking to see if that's the possibility, or if we have to do it manually. I mean, if we have to do it manually, then it is what it is. The risk there is that if somebody types their Discord username incorrect, then we can't fix that. So there might be people left behind. No, that's what I was just saying, D-Bush, is that it'll probably be up to the individual person if we can get the bot to work that we want to do it. They'll basically submit privately their through a command the email that they use to back, and then it'll confirm that that email is on the list of backers, and will supply the role. The only concern I have is that it has to be private, so we can't have people posting their emails in a public channel. And even if you get rid of the read history attribute on a channel, if somebody doesn't leave the channel, they will see all the different notifications being made.
Excellent. You and Windstorm,
so there's a risk there. We don't want anybody to be giving away information that they shouldn't be giving away. So if it can be done automatically but privately, then we're going to go that route. If it cannot be, then it's going to have to be manual, and the Aesir team is going to have to do. Type this name in, apply role. Type this name in, apply role. Type this name in, apply role. I mean, it'll mostly be copy and pasting, but people just have to be absolutely sure that they spelled their name correctly. But that's like the first thing that's going to happen. We don't yet know, because the game is, of course, still being built, so we don't know at what point certain DLC or content are going to be in the game. It's probably safe to assume that the majority of the stuff that was unlocked through stretch goals will not make it into... It's definitely not going to make it into alpha, but it may or may not make it into the early access. It's pretty unlikely, I would say, because our focus is just making sure that the full game is finished. And then by the retail release, either on that date or shortly after, is when we'll start getting the stretch goals out to everybody. That's my guess. There's also a way that we can use a Python script to automatically assign roles. I mean, that's basically all the Discord bots are, but there might be a way to just like take the Excel spreadsheet from the answers that people give and put it into a Python script and just have it auto apply roles. That would be really convenient, if I'm honest.
We have to stop if we want to take a picture. We have to stop.
Okay, all right, Mika. Yeah, we're stopping. I get it.
That's a really nice shot, Mika.
Thanks, Haircon.
You can look at your pictures in the photo book from
Ooh,
now
hopefully
on.
it can be done automatically. I mean, yeah, that would be the goal. That would be the goal for sure. Yeah, like, damn, Liz, like, chill, Mika. I know I have to stop.
All right, Grandma.
Do I really have to stop? I can take a picture while I'm riding. Mongolians are shooting arrows when they're on horses, so like, why can't I take a picture with my cell phone?
Already on my way.
Bring the basket.
Bring the basket. Oh yeah, the rain mission. Even if 10% have issues or make mistakes, it would save you a lot of work. That's true. It really would. Yeah! Whoops. I didn't realize that was something to jump over. I didn't even see it. I was looking at the map and didn't even pay attention to the giant hunk of wood that's standing in front of me. Whoa, I'm stuck on a bench. I can't wait to show you guys the DLC for this game, Winter Wonderland. That was a treat because when I first joined the company, I'm the one who introduced Twitch live streams to the company. We had never done them before. And so we were playing all the existing games, but that year we had announced Ambulance Life, we had announced Legend of Khiimori, we announced the remaster of this, we announced Highway Patrol expansion for Police Simulator. There was a lot that was announced that we couldn't quite do yet, but was coming. And so we played the original Windstorm Star of a Great Friendship quite a bit. It was one of our go-to games because it was probably it was the easiest for me, who had never played any of the Aesir games. It was the easiest for me to jump into and get familiar with. And plus, at that time, I secretly knew, of course, we were doing the remaster and eventually the DLC. So it was good practice for me to get used to the game. Oh, thank you so much, Luce. Try to the orange marking. Oh, apparently I can't jump over that. That's crazy. I just ran into it like an idiot. Is the rain really loud for you guys, or is the volume okay? It's loud for me, but I've turned myself down so I don't have a gauge. Rain is loud? Okay. Turn it down a bit. Oh, it was only a good jump, so I can't refresh. That's better. Thanks, Luce. We zoom in, chat. We zoom in. It's gonna be faster if I go this way. Can't have you drowned out. Oh, don't worry. I can always be louder. That is my specialty. I'm sure my neighbors would love that. We're gonna loop to the left here. And then right here, we're gonna loop to the right. I'm going for the logs, chat. I'm going over the logs. You can't stop me. Oh, I can't go over those logs. They looked a lot smaller from far away. Uh-oh, this is a dead end. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't think that was the path I was supposed to be able to take, but I took it. I'm going over the log, chat. You can't stop me this time. Ha ha! Flawless. Just one more jump, I think, but I'm not going to make it before I run out. Oh, that's crazy. Gotta go all the way around. Make your own path. I would if there wasn't nothing but invisible walls in this game. I legally cannot make my own path, sadly. The second game, An Unexpected Arrival, is a lot more open, I would say, but it's also very story driven. This game isn't as story driven, but the missions are directly tied to the story for the most part. I mean, obviously there's still a little bit of variation too. Yeah, Khiimori is going to be full open. It's going to be crazy. Okay, let's do flying. This is just another ghost race. Oh, I never said it, by the way. This beanie is actually a Kickstarter reward that I got for backing a comic book series. I forgot to mention that when I first wore it. It was an extension of The Expanse, the book and TV series. So it's flipped up right now, but if anyone is familiar with the show, the Rocinante is the oh, this is, yeah, can't jump over that, gotta go through. Yeah, it's the spaceship that the main characters fly, and so it has the Rocinante label on the front of the beanie. Oh, where am I supposed to go? We found it, chat. Yeah, that was a ridiculously large jump. If you enjoy sci-fi, that was an eagle screech. Where am I going? Oh god, this ghost might actually beat me. I'm getting so lost. What? There's nothing to jump over. Oh lord. Move. Like move. Oh my god, I'm hitting trees. I'm cooked, chat. I'm cooked. All right, we're back on track. I'm going to exit. Oh, that was only a good jump, so I didn't get any stamina regain. Love that for me. I'm gonna accidentally be really close to the time of the ghost on this run because I've messed up so many times. So in the end, it's gonna work out, but it is frustrating in the moment. We just enjoy to voice our eagles. I don't know about that. That would be really funny if you wanted them to sound like pterodactyls. That could be arranged. However, I think we would be better off getting the actual animal noises. That would probably have to be something we would pull from a library, though. Like, all the horse noises are bespoke. They were recorded specifically for the Legend of Khiimori. I can't wait to start showing you guys videos of that. That was such a fun experience. Not that I was there, but I was told by Adriano that it was a very fun experience. He can tell you all about it. But yeah, the eagles, birds, other animals would have to be probably from a library of sounds.
Great. You were
Is my guess.
indeed.
A hidden setting. Maybe that'll be an April Fool's joke one year. Take a photo. Oh yeah, the deer. Where did we go? I think we went to the deep woods, I think. If I looked hard enough, I probably could have found him in the normal pasture clearing, the forest clearing, but I think I had to go back to the last one. Hidden setting where all the animal noises are done by the staff, including the horse hoof beats. That's actually hilarious. We thought about that. We thought about, oh, yeah. We thought about that for ambulance life. I came up with the idea and I thought that it had already been brought up before. So like I was just bringing it up again after it was like long done. But we had an extra set of sirens that people could purchase, or if they got like the deluxe edition, the supporter edition, they would get those sirens in that pack as well. But some of them were goofy. Like one of them is like an ice cream truck sound and all that stuff. And I made the joke, why don't we just do all of the sirens with our mouths? And apparently nobody had that idea before. I swore that we had that conversation in a meeting at some point. So I was just bringing it up again as a joke. And they were like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. I was like, wait, nobody thought about this? We need to do this. That's so funny. And it just never happened because, you know, things with the game took a turn. Where are we? Okay, I'm at the forest clearing, so it's just beyond here. It'll show yellow circles on the map for radii of where deer are, but I don't know if that is for every patch of deer that exists. I might be able to find deer on the way there. I see him over here, though. Excuse me, foxes. Excuse me. Coming through. this is the exact same patch of deer that I took when I did this last week.
We have to stop.
I did stop.
That's a really
Jeez,
nice
Mika.
shot, You
Hi,
can look
Winston.
for pictures
Welcome.
in the photo book from now on.
I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while since I've been here. It's been a couple of streams, maybe a couple of weeks, Winston, but you made it. You found your way back home to us. Welcome back home. Hidden path. Oh, that one I never did. Jump training I did do. I think we're caught up, chat. I think the deer picture was the last one that we did. I think. Maybe this one. Maybe it was this jump training. I can't totally remember. I think I did do this now that I remember it. Because I was annoyed that you can't get full stamina. Like, it's just spaced out enough that sometimes you have to just slow down. Yeah, I made a new Discord account and I lost my old one. Oh no! That's been happening to a lot of people. Did you get hacked or did you just get locked out of your account? Discord it's so easy to get hacked because all you have to do is just click a link and it's like, oh, we have full control of your computer now. Thank you. And it's like, oh, well, that's awful. It's too easy to take advantage of like hidden links and stuff like that. And like Discord authorization links where you can just like authorize a login to your account by clicking a link. Like, that's crazy that that even exists. Bless all of the mods in the Aesir server for staying on top of that bullshit. The server would not be as safe without our mods, that's for damn sure.
Keep it up.
Keep it up! Fly, you fools! Nice.
Well done.
Well done. Thank you, Haircon. So you got locked out. Yeah, that sucks, Winston. Sam, hidden path. Let's do Sam.
Passed the training ground. It brought back memories of the cult and
Oh, don't get.
We did watch this because we talked about the instance from the show. Tired and cannot show his usual performance. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, chat. It's really hard to know which links are bad too, especially because we don't click on them. Yeah, it's really bad. Probably the only way would be to like copy the link and then put it into like there's websites that you can do where you put a link in, like a tiny URL or something where you don't quite know what's behind the hidden link, the shortened link, and it'll take a snapshot, a screenshot of that. It'll basically navigate to your link and take a screenshot on the other side, so you have an idea of what website it is you're looking at before you actually click it. So that might be like the only way, maybe. But even still, if it's an auth link, then like that might still screw you over because maybe now that website has the authorization to log onto your account. Not that it will, but like it could. I don't know. Take a photo. Is this the one by the...
In the vicinity of the train station is
Oh, this is the water tower. The next one is the airport. It's a train by the airport that we did take a picture of. Or the airstrip. I don't even, it's not an airport. It's literally just an airstrip. Oh! A water tower. What the heck? Already got stuck, chat. Crazy. I mean, it's over there, but I think genuinely it's going to be faster to just go straight and then find a left. Since I had to reformat my whole computer, I'm like reevaluating what programs I actually want on there. So I did not reinstall Adobe because I don't pay for them anymore anyway. But they're stealing all artists' work and putting it into their crappy AI engines and all that. So I just don't support them at all. Even for PDF readers, I will pay for a PDF reader before I'm forced to use Adobe Acrobat. 1000%. Oh, that's a radio tower. That's not the water tower. I don't remember where the water tower is. We're just gonna keep going, chat. Oops. Whoops. The balloons are straight ahead. I thought that was a health bar of like an animal. It is not. It is just a green trailer. Once we get into this clearing up ahead, we should be able to find the water tower. That looks like a water tower, but it's a balloon. It's a hot air balloon. Let's see. Is that it? That's it. All right, what's the best way to get around there? Take a right as soon as I can. Can I cut through here? I cannot. I can go quickly around here though. Okay, now we're going, chat. Now we're going.
Motif should be somewhere in this area.
It should. I want to check this out first. This is an unlock. Oh, I guess it's not an unlock yet. It's definitely something like the point of interest for sure. Maybe I already discovered it and I just wasn't paying attention. All right, how close do I really have to get? Can I do it from here?
We have to stop.
I'm stopped, Mika!
Nice one.
That's a really
Nice.
nice
Got it.
shot, Mika.
Hi, Celine. Question: what order would a gamer want to play the Windstorm games? That's a really good question. So I believe the exact order, if we're also including the movies, you have the very first movie, then you have this game, then you have the second movie, and it's either between the second and third or the third and fourth where our second game takes place, an unexpected arrival. It's based on Ari's arrival, whichever movie that one is too. But there's books too, Celine, if you really want to get in depth with it. But yes, so that is the order. And now the Legend of Khiimori is a completely new entry into the series. We had to get permission from Alias Entertainment to basically build out this story that hasn't existed yet, because they've had their own story going for decades at this stage. You know what I mean? Like, 12, 13, 14 years now. So, yeah, I think the books are tie-ins to the movies as well. So like, don't worry about the books if you didn't want to. The movies and the games are sufficient, but the order of the games are it's kind of like The Witcher, although The Witcher is a lot more popular in its home country of Poland than Windstorm is in its home country of Germany. But it's still the same idea, where it's like a lot farther reaching than people realize, and a lot of Americans have no idea what Windstorm or Ostwind really is, because they're not really immersed in the media for it. I'm a reader too, so there you go. Not English, unfortunately. Oh, are none of the books translated? Yes, the movies are in they're dubbed and subbed, depending on where you watch it. I think Amazon Prime had them last time we had this conversation about the movies, which was like maybe 6 months ago. Somebody said that as of that time, almost every region that they checked had all the movies on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I guess you won't be reading those. I mean, hey, maybe Legend of Khiimori will bring new eyes onto the series, and then Alias will take the time to actually republish the books. That would be pretty damn cool, right? Oh yeah, we got to go to the paddock.
Sometimes you have to perform. Move the scraper.
Oh, we haven't done this on stream yet. Not since the new one. Okay, so let's do not hit the frog, not hit the frog, not hit the frog. This was so much harder to do in the original one. It was so fast. The secret is if you do the right angle, you can just go up and down on both sides. Right here. That's the secret, chat, by the way. You don't have to worry about hitting the frog if you hit the right angle. Frogless. Frogless, maidenless. The movies are still on Prime. Nice. That's good. Prime doesn't usually get rid of things that they get on there. Usually they only put on there what they have the rights for. It used to be that like all these different streaming services used to change what they had licenses for like 90 days or 60 days or 1 year for shows and movies, but now they all have their own services, so they just basically only put on there what they have the rights for. I guess the only exception, no, not anymore. Hulu used to be owned by several studios. It was owned by Universal, which was NBC and Comcast. Disney had a stake, Fox had a stake, HBO had a stake, but now they've all got their own. So Disney bought everybody else, and so now Hulu is only Disney owned properties. That includes National Geographic, Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel.
Looks like Windstorm would like to go for a ride.
Windstorm would like to go for a ride, and so would Troy. And not once do you have to fight to keep the foot up. It's true. That's true. You don't. Yes. There's no fighting. This is probably my favorite song on the whole soundtrack. Could we get the movies, games, or orders sometime in the Discord? Yeah, I can do that. Like releasing the chronological order. Yeah, I can do that for sure. But jump! Jump! What are we doing? Thank you. I'm not gonna make it.
That wasn't fast enough, Mika. But I know you can beat that time. Come on.
Shut up, Sam.
It's very important to not only practice long runs, but also focus on short sprints once in a while.
Shut up, Sam. It's protesting, yes. I mean, that horses do that. They'll just be like, no, we're not doing that today. That's the thing about horses that a lot of people who don't ride don't really understand. Horses have crazy personalities. That's crazy. Wow, that's all I had to do was just run in a straight line, but that one log would not let me jump. Would not let me jump. I don't know. Would you? Okay, for all the horse people in chat, would you say that horses are more like dogs or more like cats? I feel like it's more like cats, because dogs, smart dogs can be hard to train because they're resilient. They want to do their own thing. They're a little more independent. But I think it's definitely cats, because cats are like, pet me, pet me, pet me, pet me. Stop petting me. Pet me, pet me, pet me, pet me. Feed me. Dogs are just like, they just kind of go with the flow most of the time. But also, like, the way that horses play is very dog-like. It's very like retriever-like. So maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe that is the right answer.
I've set up a little maze.
I wish I could be like a horse sometimes and just refuse to do stuff. I mean, you could technically, Winston. Oh, this is the pain in the ass. It's a little maze. Can each horse in Khiimori not have a favorite scratch pet area and some random thing they just don't like for some reason? I mean, it's possible. I don't know how in-depth the personalities are going to be, but theoretically that's a thing, because that was the thing in Horsetails. So I imagine that we would just expand on that if possible in Legend of Khiimori, because then Horsetails, you had for example, one of the first mares that I had was afraid of dark spaces, so like dark woods, but loved sand. So when you rode on the sand, she was really, really happy. And when you were riding through one of the dark forests, one of the first forests you go through, I had to constantly get off of her and pet her and calm her and feed her. So like theoretically, yes, that's a thing. Oh, that was actually first try. Look at that, chat. We did it. We did this thing. So I don't see why we wouldn't at least carry the bare minimum of that system over to Khiimori. But again, we don't really know how in-depth that is going to look down the road because we're just not there yet. Still a lot of work to do, you know? But yeah, that's how it was in Horsetails. And it made sense. It was fun. It was fun. The difference with Khiimori is that you're going to be able to breed different abilities and traits. So like, for example, if there's a really mountainous path that you can't get on because none of your horses have the capability or the wherewithal to do it, then you would breed the right horse to be able to access that area you couldn't before. That's kind of like what our ultimate goal with the trait system is going to be. So we'll see if it plays out that way.
Wow.
I'm so ready for all the features that we had on Kickstarter, but also those that are planned too. Yes. There's a lot of really great stretch goals. I can't believe we got as many as we did.
Wow.
We were hopeful, of course. We were like, if we hit 2 million, wouldn't that be great? Like that would change the trajectory of Aesir as a studio if we hit that 2 million. Like that would have been crazy.
Did you happen to see?
Hey, Tinka.
Could you
Frau Holle, that's the cow's name.
Frau Holle escaped.
Frau Holle, let's go. We're fighting so far for hunting and falcons and it paid off. It's crazy that we just barely made it. We had somebody who did one of the studio visits, which was crazy. That was like 7,500 or something. Nuts. She is in the radio tower, I think. I love this like smooth jazz bass line while we're trying to find Frau Holle, because she is her own little person. I just remembered they're never in the same place. This might be a nightmare, chat. Frau Holle is not that bad because she's a black and white cow, but that damn horse Archibald is like brown, and they always put him in environments where he is also surrounded by brown, and it is a nightmare to find him sometimes. All right, Frau Holle, where are you? Is she in here? She's in here usually. Ah, she is in here. Okay, so this is static. She's always here. Archibald, however, does teleport differently. There are 2 NPCs now. Well, there's a lot more NPCs, but those are special NPCs. They have like special missions and special quests and storylines surrounding them. So they're like unique NPCs that aren't just like a random mother in a village or something like that. They are like recurring NPCs that you will be able to interact with quite a bit. I'm so glad we also hit the hunting and falconry goals as well. It is crazy. I'm so happy we hit falconry. That's going to be awesome.
You should know the area around Kaltenbach Estate by heart now.
Oh, you mean the backers? I thought you were talking about like the cartographer and the I can't remember the other one right now. I thought you meant those NPCs. I think we had 2 or 3. I think it was 2. I think it was 3 design a horse and 2 NPC backers, I think. But I mean, theoretically, we don't know what it's going to be. It would be cool if they were recurring. Like, for example, like Memis, if that was like collecting hides or something. I mean, I know that's blasphemous right now if we're collecting like hides to bring to Memi, but just as an example, like every time you brought 5 hides, that her NPC would reward you with something like that, like a recurring NPC. But like the cartographer and the other one that is slipping my mind right now, that is more or less like they have like storylines backed to them, I think is the goal. I don't know if it's going to end up being that way, but that's like our plan for them. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just going to go in the direction. I think I just have to get here. I just have to ride to it, right? It's going to be a fantastic draw to advertise the game with the extra hunting and falconry. I think so too. I think so too. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me, you know? For people who don't care about horses at all, will want other gameplay elements. If we hit that advanced hunting, that would have been awesome. But I think it was asking for a lot, because once the campaign ended, pretty much all advertising stopped. Reddit wouldn't let anybody post anymore because we'd posted within the last 30 days. So like we ran out of steam for a lot of things that we wanted to do. The Kickstarter page itself said that it was done, even though there were late pledges available. So there were a couple of things that were working against us, which is why you guys all saw how slow it was once we hit the 500,000. It was like, it was like really difficult to get to the 510 just so that we had that extra buffer, you know? It was very slow going. Getting Falconry was painful because we were getting like several thousand a day, and it was like maybe 1,000 a day, and it was like, ooh, are we gonna make it? Are we gonna do it? We're at 490. Are we gonna get there? I have so many plans for Khiimori, it's insane. We really needed a horse game out of the norm. Yeah, but we got it. We did get it. I say we, you all got it. We didn't do anything. We just made a bunch of social media posts. I mean, it's disingenuous. We did a lot in the back end, but we would not have hit the goals without you guys. It was all you. It was all you. I can't wait to make guides on the game. We can't wait to read them all. I think if we all work together, we can make like the fandom wiki really, really powerful. Can I not go through here? That's a wall? That's crazy. That's lunacy, chat. Same, explore different biomes and everything. Yeah, for sure. Definitely can't go that way. Definitely can't go that way. Give me stamina. Yeah! I don't think I'll be able to ride to the end. Actually, maybe. Yeah, I'll be able to. I might run out at the end here, but we got it, chat. We did the thing.
Fast indeed, Mika. But this is your new home, after all. You know the area like the back of your hand.
I mean, I don't live here. I'm visiting. It's not really my new home. A second home, maybe. Just managed to hit 5.6 subs on my YouTube channel. That's crazy, Luce. Good job. Proud of you. That first 1,000 is really the hardest thing to get. Or is it 1,500? What does it take to get partner? I think it's 1,000, right? Oh, wait. They are... Aren't they by the stables? I think it's here. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. No, they're not here. I know this is Windstorm's stable. Take a picture of the couple. Where's the couple, chat? Maybe the pasture? We'll just go to the pasture and see if it's there. We'll see if they're there. We just have to ride around endlessly until we get a yellow circle, chat. I believe it's still 1,000 unless they changed it. Yeah, I thought it was 1,000. I thought it was a rounded up number, not like 1,100 or something like that. Here's all the other cows. Are they here? Oh, yellow circle. I think we were wrong, chat. I don't know, chat. I don't know where they are. I have to restart the mission just so I get the clue. Oh well, I'll just keep going until I get the clue. They're not gonna be by the road. I love the difference in noise. Go over past this tower. We'll just go to like any like significant landmark, I guess. We'll go to the train station over here. I'm waiting on my PC upgrades next month before I really get back into gaming and such. Yeah. You missed it. I talked about the nightmare I just went through with my PC. My PC is a monster, but something happened with my drivers that caused me to have to reformat my whole PC from scratch. Brutal. Brutal. I just couldn't load into Windows anymore. They're just like, yeah, no, blue screen every single time I went every time it posted, I would just blue screen. And no one had a solution online because it was a driver verifier program that you can activate in Windows itself, and that'll make sure that all your drivers are up to date and they're all good to go and blah, 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 blah. But I never turned it on. And even if I turned it off, it was still crashing the blue screen. And I was like, okay, there's something else going on here that I can't identify. So I backed up what I could and just reformatted. Computer did say no. That's true. And who am I to disagree? You know? All right, chat. I don't know where the hell I'm going. We're just gonna keep exploring, I guess. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. It's nice to just ride. It is. I agree. I was saying earlier that like when I first joined the company, we first started doing these live streams, this was the game that I played the most, but before the remastered edition came out. I had like 6 months before the remastered edition was even announced when I joined the company. So this was what I was playing, but the non-remastered version, the original, which was very clunky. I mean, it's definitely 7 years old now, so it was showing its age. But yeah, it's going, the leap from the original to the remastered was like mind-blowing. Because I mean, first of all, it's Unreal Engine 5 versus Unreal Engine 4. So already the game was just stunning looking, but they were able to add a lot of other features that weren't there before, like extra foliage, extra flowers. And then there's all the new collectibles. There's hiking trail signs that you can follow the path for and unlock achievements on. There's the really robust photo mode. Like the photo mode is crazy. It got the seal of approval from like a professional digital photographer inside the Discord, which is great. It was really great to see. All right. Well, I think we are like long gone. We are nowhere near where we're supposed to be for sure. All right, the house is clean. I'm back. Welcome back, Maya. I guess you took spring cleaning pretty literally, huh? I'm honestly having a local PC business do the SSD swap and the OS upgrade because I don't want to bother. Yeah, that's fair. That's the boring stuff. I have been building PCs since I was like 14, give or take. 14, 15, somewhere around there. It's a huge passion of mine. The problem is it's an extremely expensive hobby to have. So pretty limited in how often I can actually do it. I mean, unless I just buy a new case and transfer everything in the new case, I can make it pretend, feel like it's a new build, but in my heart of hearts, I know that it's not. So whenever I get to splurge and build like a $4,000 or $5,000 PC, like that's Christmas, baby. I don't even celebrate Christmas, and that is Christmas. Very exciting. But it just goes to show you, and I mentioned this earlier, make sure that you are backing up all of your data, all your files, all your folders, all the important stuff you want to keep. Back up everything often. You never know when it's going to completely bed. You just never know. So here's all the bulls. I don't know where we're going. It's got to be somewhat close. It can't be that far. So it's either going to be the lake, which I don't think so, or it's going to be the training ground. So if I do a beast build and gather the parts, will you build it? Yeah, absolutely I will. Hell yeah. Somebody else said that in chat too. If you send all the parts to me and pay for the shipping for me to actually ship the unit to you, I'll absolutely do that. And I'll even stream it. And not here. Where are we exactly? We're getting close to his paddock. So let's go this way. Don't you encourage me. Oh, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we're back at Windstorm's paddock. Not here. I don't know where this couple is. They can't be too far away from the actual estate, though. We'll go to the lake, but we're not going to explore the lake because they're not going to be too far around that. Time to send my unit to Troy with some upgrades. I'll happily. I will happily. I love the sunflower fields. Those didn't exist in the first game. The original, the non-remastered. Where are these animals, chat? All right, I'm gonna have to go back to the. I'm gonna have to restart the mission.
You haven't found the motif.
Yes, I'm fully aware I haven't found the motif. Here, Con. Okay, I know.
Archibald and Frau Holly are the strangest couple I've
They
ever
hang around the
seen.
paddock. They were not there. I thought they were going to be around the paddock. They know you are around, so they gone hiding. They hide all the time. That's like half the missions in this game is Archibald has wandered off. Can you go find him? Frau Holly has wandered off. Can you go find her? It's in the middle of a storm and she's running away from you. Can you catch her? That's typical of the farm animals. It is true. It is so funny because I know that this is true as well. I've had many friends and families that have owned farms. So I grew up in a pretty rural state, and it's very common that like strange animal combos will get used to each other. So like in this instance, it's a cow and a horse are like, it's joked around that they're a couple. Okay, so where the hell are they? If they're somewhere around his paddock, and this is his paddock, where? Oh, there they are, I think.
The photo motif should be somewhere
Yup.
in this area.
Yup. Nerds. Nerds. Oh, this is his paddock. Not his stable. Oh, Troy understands now. Stop moving, Mika!
We have to stop if we want to take a picture. Nice one.
That's a really nice shot.
That's the worst picture I've ever taken
You
in
can
this
look
game.
at your pictures in the photo book from now on.
Troy understands now. Troy doesn't understand now.
Excuse.
What's wrong? I'm on my way.
Please bring my cat.
Here we go. These are the missions that make me want to uninstall this game. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. They are awful because you don't have the, oh no, not this one. This is fine. It's when you have to chase them within like a radius, but they're always blazing fast and you don't have enough stamina to keep up with them. And eventually, if you do it for like 4 minutes, eventually the game pities you and makes them slow down. They don't rubber band as hard. But you have to waste like 4 or 5 minutes for that to happen. Oh, only a good jump, not a perfect jump. Sag. Sag. All right, we're halfway there. Yeah, full stamina. Full stamina. What? That's a wall. It's not a wall. It's a wall. It's not a wall. I don't know what just happened. I am befuddled. Troy, got a question. Uh-oh. Whenever it's an XD question, that can't be good. All right, I'm ready. I'm not sitting down, but I'm ready. Well, I thought I could jump the fence. I can't jump the fence. Want to be my +1 to a wedding in September? Where's the wedding? Oh, the stamina's killing me, chat. Iowa, I love corn. That's little. There's more cows than people in Iowa. I've been to Iowa twice, and both times I was driving through because I drove across the country. I love corn. Oh my god, I think it's illegal to not like corn if you live in Iowa because that's all there is. I think you're legally obligated. It's in your constitution.
Do you have a moment?
Hello, Master. What can I do for you?
I noticed some flowers.
Oh
near
yes, this is a good mission.
Hazardous flowers. They're
There's like
growing
4 different
everywhere in
areas.
this area.
Sweet corn is better than regular corn. Very popular here is street corn. You get elote.
But
There's tons of like
Windstorm's there
food
all
trucks
the
here
time.
that do elote, so
what
you
if
could
he
just
eats
get
one
it
of these
anywhere.
flowers by chance?
This is why I want you to help me get rid of those flowers.
Oh, I'm
If we
sweating to
remove
death.
them, Windstorm
I didn't turn my
and the
AC on. I just have my
horses will be
ceiling
safe.
fan on. Actually, the ceiling fan's not all the way up. Why is that? Give me speed. But mostly a joke unless you feel like coming to Iowa.
No problem, Master.
I really appreciate you.
You better appreciate my help, Mr. Khan. I have one thing to persuade you. Garbage.
Collecting.
Garbage is all the... Yeah, there you go. I knew it. I knew it. Run away, horsey! Run away! Into the poisonous flower! It's gonna be faster if I go this way, because I go all the way to this. I should be able to get most of these in a little bit of a line. There we go. One last one for this area, and there's 3 more areas, if I recall.
Good. These have all been in this area. However, more of them must be hidden in the next area.
Garbage is a fantastic beast. Let's go in this straight line. And then we'll turn and we'll do over the rock and just ignore that. That's a totally normal thing that's happened. There we go.
Good. These have all been in this area. However, more of them must be hidden in the next area.
I think there's 2 more areas. They get fewer and fewer. Yeah, there's only 6 here. Unless they're doubled up. Oh no, there's 7 here. This will be all of them. Gimme, 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 gimme. Nom 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 nom.
it a
Nailed
very
it!
good once again, the pasture is safe for the horses.
Who needs photos of garbage when you can pet him? That's true. Oh, my resilience is done. Now I can finally work on stamina. Photo. This is the airstrip, I think.
Forest rangers have
Oh,
reported
wolf. Oh, I'm totally off. I forgot the order of all this. All right, chat. This will be the last mission. Made a lot of progress, though. Like an hour and a half of playing last time we played this, which is either last stream or the stream before that. And we've caught up to that and beyond. That's funny. I mean, obviously we were waiting for all the dialogue beforehand and there was a lot more talking. But yeah, we caught up. We caught up. The best is going to be, oops, forgot. It's going to be, I think it's in between forest clearance and dark forest is where I usually find wolves. I guess we'll find out. How many hours of gameplay is this one? I think on the original you could get to level 16 and it's like every 7 or 8 missions is a level up, so that gives you at least some kind of an idea. But with the remastered version, there's a lot more to do. There are new collectibles on top of the existing ones. There are hiking trails. I think there's 6 hiking trails total. Let me see if I can find one right here. So hiking trails, just like you would in real life, there's like signs or denotations on trees or posts that tell you that this is part of that hiking trail. So you go on the path to find more of that exact same sign, and they're all varying. And like one of them, for example, goes around the whole lake. Once you go around the whole lake once, you get an in-game collectible achievement for that. And once you do all 6, you get an actual Steam or Sony trophy. Oh, there's another one down here. You can see this orange one. So that's 2 of them. So then you would follow this way and you're like, okay, where's the next one? And you would keep going until you see the next. There it is. So you see, you just continue on the path. Yep. Okay, so this is the forest clearing. Let's just keep going on this path. Why not? Let's go do one. Oh, look at that. We found some wolves. Look at that, chat.
We have to stop.
Stop!
We have to stop if we want to take a picture.
A happy vacation also. Hi Vince.
You can look at your pictures in the photo.
See, I would say like if you were playing it straight through, you would probably, it would be a very long, like 10-hour session. But if you broke it up in a couple of different sessions, probably be like 2 or 3 gameplays. Just my guess. And then you also have the DLC on top of that, the Winter Wonderland DLC, which is it's actually really incredible. It's really nice. It's gorgeous because the leap from the original to the remastered edition is like night and day. It's like, it's so much prettier. And then you add on top of that the Winter Wonderland DLC, and it's everything is covered in snow. There's snow instead of rain when there's precipitation. There's new mechanics like throwing snowballs, which is like so much fun. It's so much fun. It's awesome. Sad times. End of stream. Womp womp. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Always appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to be a lot more loud about when we announce these. Do not stop, please. I'm too late. 1 shift of ambulance. I can't. I've been going for an hour and a half now. I'm going to be playing ambulance next week, Vince. So we're going to have another studio stream. So the folks at the Aesir office are going to be streaming to celebrate the release of the new DLC for Ambulance Life, which is bringing a lot more fun to the game. Some new callouts and a new catastrophic event, for example. And that Friday, I will also be playing Ambulance Life. So you'll be able to catch 2 Ambulance Life streams next week. And then from there, we'll probably hop back into either Horsetails or Windstorm and pick up where we left off. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much. I know most of you are already in the Discord, but if you are not, now is the chance. Come on and stop on by, be part of the conversation. This month, we are going to be starting the community nights. I just don't know exactly. We're at least going to announce it. I don't know if we'll have the first community night, but we are going to announce it this month. And then maybe like within the first 2 weeks of May, we'll be able to have the actual first community night. And it's probably going to be Jackbox. Because why the hell not, right? We don't know yet if we're going to stream it. I think the idea was to stream it, but sometimes there are things we might be better off recording it and then maybe throwing it on as a stream later. I'm not really sure. We'll see. We'll see. But I will be involved in most of the community game nights because that's just kind of what I do. But we're hoping to get some developers thrown in the mix as well. So you can start getting putting some faces to some names, getting to know some of the artists and the engineers that build the games that you love. And yeah, have some fun, get to know everybody, humanize the studio a little bit more, integrate everybody a little bit more so that you guys feel more comfortable with them, they feel more comfortable with you, and just, you know, make it a close family. It would be really fun. We're going to be rolling out a content creator program pretty soon as well. I really want to build the website out first, so there's some work to do in that arena, but at the very least I might announce what the program is going to be. And then I'll be reaching out to creators to become part of the first pilot program and then see what we can do from there. So there's a lot of really big stuff that I want to have going on. Unfortunately, the vast majority of it requires a website. Our website hasn't been updated for years before I even joined. So there's a lot of things missing. Like there's no link to our Discord on there. All the new games that we've announced and have released since the last time it was updated are not on there. There's a lot of stuff that we want to change and fix on there. And just make it more friendly to be able to stop by and, you know, look at like, oh, look at all the awards that Aesir has been nominated for over the years or all that stuff. So, you know, I want to do a merch store, content creator program, community game nights. I want to do like a fireside chat. If you guys are familiar with like Bungie, they do like a This Week at Bungie. And it's all the stuff that's happened since the last TWAB. And it's like mostly updates to Destiny. But I also want to do stuff where it's like, you know, this is people who were promoted this week at Aesir. This is somebody new who joined. This is a new announcement they make. Here's the patch notes for the last 3 games that we did and all that stuff. And just have, you know, like a normal scheduled program that you guys can come to. Yeah, very similar to Panel from Hell. Yeah, definitely. I love that whole YouTube channel. It's so good. Which reminds me, now the patch 8 is out, I have to go back into my save. Maybe just start a whole new one. YOLO. Maybe do a full pure evil run this time. I'm never able to do a pure evil run in any of those RPG games because I end up feeling bad, but also there's always better rewards for being good. Like you actually miss out on things most of the time. You'll miss out on stories, you'll miss out on character arcs, all this stuff because like maybe you kill them or you drive them away. And so like there's things that you miss by being evil. Baldur's Gate 3 has a really unique way of rewarding evil, especially now with they've added new evil endings and they've added new paths and all that stuff. But yeah, I want to do like a full evil dirge. I want to do a redeem dirge and I want to do a full evil dirge. And that means killing everybody in the druid sanctuary. And I don't know if I can do it, chat. There's a lot of really cute tiefling kids. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it, chat. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have the strength. I know what has to be done, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, theoretically, I could set them up to die. I could steal the shrine, steal the totem, and make them civil war each other, and then Minthara shows up and cleans up. I could feel less bad about that, but everyone's still dead. And 2 of my favorite voice actors are literally tieflings inside, and I'm just like, no. It's hard. It's hard. Consider my flabbergasted. Yes. There's lots of different paths. That's the really cool thing about Baldur's Gate 3 is anything that you could think outside the box that you want to do, you can do. Like if you want to get to Gortash's tower without going through all the different fights to get to the tower, you could literally just stack 400 crates and get to the top of the castle that way. Like, you could do whatever you want to do, you can do. I'm a druid at heart. I love druid when I play campaigns, but there's something about druids in Baldur's Gate 3 that were very boring to me. I don't know what it was. The magic never felt that powerful. The healing was never that powerful. And Wild Shape was probably the only really unique thing that made it fun to play, especially Owlbear, where you could like John Cena from the top rope and not get fall damage. But besides that, like, I don't know what it was. Druids just were never. I tried it multiple times and I was like, this is just disappointing. I'm not having fun. Although I never did try to do like a full Spore Druid run. Maybe Spore Druids would be really fun. But I also want to do a full Necromancer run too. I want to do, maybe that will be my Evil Dirge. I'll do, although technically the Paladins are the best classes to do the Dirge runs, because you can be an Oathbreaker Paladin if you want to do Evil Dirge, and then you could be like a, I mean, really any of the actual regular Paladin classes are really good for Redeemed Dirge, because they line up with the story. The dialogue options that you get match up with what you may or may not want to do as Dirge. There's yeah, but I think I might do like full Necromancer run. I completed with a Wild Mage. That was loads of fun. I started doing a Wild Mage in one of my co-op campaigns, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a nightmare because like you never knew what to expect. There's times where like I raged myself and ended up killing 2 of the people in our party. So like there's lots of like a lot of stuff. I got turned into a sheep so often. That's fair. Maybe I should just be a cheese wheel the entire game. Did you ever see, Luce, did you ever see that person who played as a cat the entire game and beat the game as a cat? Because that was hilarious. You got out of like almost every single fight because no one's going to fight a cat. So you'd skip a lot of boss fights. Well, not boss fights, but like the in-between fights. And then you could dialogue your way out of most of the boss fights. And I forget exactly what else they had to do to make it happen. But yeah, they just literally wild shaped into a cat. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb. You could skip so many areas because you can squeeze into small holes, so you can like get into areas that you wouldn't be able to get to before unless you like did the proper way of opening doors and stuff. I'll have to watch that. Yeah, it came out like it was within the first couple of months that somebody did it. And I believe it was that they wild shaped a cat, or I think it was that they wild shaped a cat, or that they summoned a familiar cat and just controlled it. But I think because there were dialogue options, it was them wild shaped as a cat. I'm pretty sure. I did hear about the Oblivion remake. Oblivion objectively was not a great game. And because I'm forever spoiled by Morrowind. Morrowind was like peak Elder Scrolls because there was no hand holding. First of all, you got beat to by a mud crab level 1 because your dexterity was so low. You would like, for every 10 swipes you made on a mud crab, you would finally hit once and it would be hitting you constantly. You would literally die to a mud crab before you could kill it. And you could kill NPCs that were pivotal to your actual storyline. Like Brachus, is that his name? It starts with a B. He's in one of the very first towns. He gives you, he's an old Imperial guard that is drunk and retired, and he gives you missions. You can kill him, and the game comes up with a dialogue option that says you're like the ties to fate have been severed. If you want to continue the storyline, you have to reload an old save. But for now, you're wandering in a world that has no purpose anymore. Good luck. And that was it. You couldn't actually beat the story to the game anymore because you killed that NPC. In Oblivion and Skyrim, they just get knocked out and they come back if they're like a pivotal person that has to give you like a primary quest. And to find that guy, it would be like, okay, go find Bob. And you're like, all right, where is he? And the game goes, I don't know. Bye. And like that was it. There was no compass, there was no directions. You had to like ask NPCs, and they might tell you like, oh yeah, if you go, you know, it's like it's to the north or it's to the west, and then you'd have to find that village, and then in that village you'd have to ask different people, and then they would eventually tell you where he was, and then you could kill him and sever the ties of fate. So it's just like Morrowind was crazy, and now with mods you can do like really crazy stuff. But that was peak. That was Elder Scrolls 3. So Oblivion was a lot of old gamers' first Elder Scrolls. Like Morrowind was like peak, but Oblivion was like the next level where it really introduced a whole new group of people to that genre or the series in general. Skyrim was like, the reason Skyrim is so beloved, I'm going to say it right now. Skyrim, I don't think is a good game. And this is a personal opinion. Some people think it's a hot take. It's a very empty game. There's not a whole lot to do. It was like Dragon Age Inquisition. It was a beautiful game. It was big, but there was nothing in it. It was a very empty world. But I think the reason that people love Skyrim so much is because it was their first Elder Scrolls or their first open world RPG. I think that's why. And for that, it completely deserves all the awards that it gets, because that introduced people to a whole new world that they never knew existed before. And I think that's the beauty of Skyrim, and Oblivion to that to some extent as well. So seeing that Oblivion is getting remastered is kind of exciting. I did take an arrow to the knee. We'll see if they added more voiceovers this time. Bye, Vince. Thanks for stopping by, even if briefly. Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls, then it was Skyrim. That makes sense. Very wide, very shallow. We've all been waiting for the other remasters for TES. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, if any of you guys play Elder Scrolls Online, I am always looking for an excuse to get back into that, because that is like incredibly well done. Because ZeniMax built it, it didn't have any of the issues that the creator engine has for the Fallout games and the Elder Scrolls games, where like, you know, literally you could like take a horse and go completely vertical up mountains. You're falling through the ground. None of that exists in Elder Scrolls Online. It is so well done. The lore is incredible. It is voice acted. Every single character in the entire game on this MMO is voice acted. It's so much more fun when you have other people to play with, which is why I always stop playing it. And they just released like a season pass. If you buy the season pass, you get every expansion pack and every DLC that's ever happened. So for people who don't want to spend all the money to get caught up to all the different DLC that have existed, it's a good excuse to get back into it. They just started that this year, so I've been eyeing it. So yeah, if there's like, maybe that'll be a community game night where we could do like raids on Elder Scrolls Online, or just questing with, you know, packs of 4 rampaging the countryside of Tamriel. Yeah, good times. Anyway, I'll see you guys in Discord. Thanks for hanging out. We will be here again on Tuesday. Will be the Aesir stream, and then Friday, every single Friday, you're stuck with me. Bye, everybody. You're beautiful. I'll see you guys soon.